everybody! Welcome here in my session. By the way, let me introduce myself first. I am Darylhana Maylid Im Horohoro, a first-year college student and taking the Bachelor of Science in Psychology. So, here in my session, I will be tackling about understanding how life begins. So, without any further ado, let me start my discussion. Understanding how life begins. Do you know how does life begin? How they became who you are now? Life begins when a spermatozoon, a mature male germ cell, and an ovum, a mature female germ cell, unite to form one single cell called egg or zygote, which as of that moment will undergo a series of division that will ultimately result in the birth of an infant. And this process is called fertilization. Once sexual intercourse has taken place, spermatozoa make their way through the female's reproductive tract towards the uterine tubes in search of the ovum released by the ovary to fertilize it. And voila, fertilization, one single sperm cell, spermatozoon, succeeds in entering the ovum, and the miracle happens, a new life is created. From the fallopian tubes, this new life reaches the uterus where it will lodge and continue to grow during 9 months until birth. Fertilization is a sequence of events that begins with the contact of sperm or spermatozoon with the secondary oocyte ovum and ends with the fusion of the pronuclei, the haplonuclei of the sperm and ovum, and the mingling of their chromosomes to form a new life. In embryo, the developing organism from time of fertilization until significant differentiation has occurred, when the organism becomes known as fetus. In embryo, an organism in the early stage of development in a man from the time of conception to the end of the second month in the uterus. Growth takes place throughout a long stage of millions of cell divisions until a new being is totally formed. Although life is a continuous process, fertilization is a critical landmark because under ordinary circumstances, a new, genetically distinct human organism is thereby formed. The combination of 23 chromosomes present in each pronucleus results in 46 chromosomes in the zygote. Thus, the diploid number is restored and the embryonic genome is formed. The embryo now exists as genetic unity. And that is all about the understanding prenatal development. I hope you learned from this topic. And thank you for listening my session. God bless you all.